I'm asked very often, how long does it take to see results? Many teenagers that want to start working out with weights, they are curious how long does it take to look like me, or how long does it take to see some results. First things first, I want to talk about the short term. If you are a complete beginner, never worked out with weights, and you want to start going to the gym right now, and let's say your nutrition is on point, so you have a caloric surplus, you have whole foods, you have a solid base nutrition, and you use supplements in case you need them. Your recovery is also on point, you sleep 8 hours a day. Then I would say in the first month of working out, you'll have to learn the execution. This is the most important thing. Proper execution is nothing to rush for. The first month, you just learn the exercises, not get injured. And then in the following 2 to 3 months, you will start to see some progress because you will start increasing the weights a little bit more and more. You will start increasing the intensity, a little bit more volume, and then you will start to see some changes. If you know me already, I cannot emphasize enough for the proper execution. Without these things, you will injure yourself, you will start to create something on a weak foundation. Nothing is worse than a big injury that will prevent you to make progress, and it will keep you stagnating for a long time. So, execution first, proper form. So as short term, 2 to 3 months, you should see some type of progress, strength inside the gym, you should see some improvements in your physique. Now let's talk about the long term. It took me from this point to this point exactly 13 years. I'm a natural bodybuilder. We all know as a natural bodybuilder it's way harder to improve your physique and to reach a point in which you're aesthetic or is like visible that you're working out with weights. It's gonna take some time until you reach that point of bodybuilder category. I would like to talk about some crucial points that help me achieve this level so far, my mistakes, and what can you do to reach my physique even faster. Nutrition first. Make sure that you never miss a meal. For me, once I realized the importance of nutrition, once I studied a little bit more, I went to the University of Medicine and Pharmacy and I studied the nutrition. So I started to understand more and more the importance of it. Never skip a meal. Make sure every day you're in a caloric surplus, you have enough protein, carbs and fats. Nutrition has to be a non-negotiable point. You should not negotiate with the nutrition, you should not neglect it, you should not reach points in which you're like, yeah, forget about it, I will skip this meal, or yeah, I will manage later, or stuff like this. No, nutrition has to be priority number one. Make sure you eat all your meals, make sure you're in a caloric surplus and you have all the macronutrients. Never miss a workout. Again, a non-negotiable. In 30 years, many times I felt tired, many times I didn't want to work out. I could have had a lot of excuses not to work out, but I managed anyway. I dragged my ass to the gym and I pushed myself. It's important also to have a good training partner if you manage to have one. For me, it was my best friend. It was amazing to work out together. Now I'm alone, but I still have to push myself. If you're lucky enough, like me, to have a good training partner, that's awesome. If you're by yourself, just go to the gym, be there, and you will see that the workouts will be great. The only bad workout is the one that you didn't do. Another crucial thing that I did, it was eliminating alcohol. During high school, I used to drink a little bit more, partying a little bit more, but once I decided, okay, enough with this BS, I stopped the alcohol and I focused on my nutrition, on my workouts. I started to see better and better results. If you're someone that likes to party a lot, drinking, smoking, having bad nutrition, you will not succeed like this. You cannot have both. You'll go out, party 2-3 nights a week. The next day you will feel bad, you will oversleep, you will miss some meals, maybe you will miss your workout. It just doesn't work like this. So make sure you will eliminate that and focus on bodybuilding side if you want to have great results. Genetics. Now here is a very important point. In my opinion, I have a little bit more than average genetics. I have a tiny waist and broad shoulders. I have good legs, and this definitely helped me to reach a more aesthetic physique. Now, when it comes to put on muscle mass, I was not very blessed. As you can see, it took me 13 years, and I'm pretty sure other guys can make this progress much faster than me. We all know that there are body types: ectomorph, mesomorph and endomorph. I fall in between the ectomorph and mesomorph part, but we have guys that are purely mesomorphs and it's much easier for them to put on muscle mass. I dedicated these 13 years to my bodybuilding career. It took me indeed a long time. I was very dedicated to it. Obviously, I was not at 100%. Nobody can reach 100%. Sometimes it happened that I missed a meal and I had to combine 2 meals in one. It happened that I missed a workout and I had to do it the next day and not take a day off. It happens to anyone, and the goal is to do your best and make sure those moments do not happen very often. If your mentality is bodybuilding first, nutrition first, workouts, then it's much easier for you to make progress and to reach that higher percentage. If bodybuilding is just as a hobby, then your results will look like a hobby. Now let's imagine that I could have done everything at 100%, which in my opinion, it's impossible. I would say that I could have reached my physique 5 years earlier. So 7 to 8 years, I could have reached this point in which I am right now. In my first years, I just studied. It was like a trial and error period in which I didn't know exactly how nutrition works. I didn't know how to focus on the proper execution inside the gym. I was just pushing heavy weights. And those years were, like I said, a trial and error. If from the beginning I would have known what I know right now, obviously the results would have been much faster. That's why with my YouTube channel, this is what I'm trying to do, to help guys that want to do bodybuilding, who want to improve their physique, and they don't want to waste a lot of time doing these trial and error periods. One thing I would say is not get discouraged, but it's gonna take probably a decade to reach your maximum potential, the natural limit. You cannot expect to reach your full potential in 3-4 years. It's just not possible. But if 10 years for you seems too much, think about that, the time will pass anyway. So either you work out on your body, on your physique and on your health, or you don't, the 10 years will pass anyway. Would you like 10 years from now to look back and see, man, I could have done so much better all these years, I could have spent them working out and improving my physique and my knowledge, and regret that you didn't do anything? So take action now, guys. I hope this video helped. I have up here other playlists with nutrition and workouts. They're gonna help you a lot. Stay positive. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, guys, and see you next time. Ciao.